night, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renison Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. We are broadcasting live on the Workers' Rights Network. Now, I promised Candice that she's supposed to start today this show, but seeing that
Mhm.
Candice have a behavior like she doesn't like to be ready all the time. You understand? She have this thing in she has there. I don't know. I don't know if Candice ready yet. Candice, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Mr.
Candice,
Anderson.
take lead.
Pleasant good night, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome, welcome to the Justice Advocate Program, where we shine a light on human rights issues and give a voice to the voiceless. So tonight, I am here. I am so happy. I am rejoicing for the victory for we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And I must say a hearty thanks to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, our voice has been heard. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, has spoken. We would have decided amongst ourselves, enough is enough. And the fact that I keep saying we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, every creed and every race, decided to come together as one to put an end to this, this oppression that we have been facing for 10 years. And that alone is to show that we, the people, have power. That is to show that united we all can stand. And I am so proud of each and every one of us Trinbagonians for standing up for what is right. I am so happy. I would like, I wish I could stretch my arms and hug each and every one of you guys for standing up for what is right, for giving your family, your future generation a fair fighting chance. Because that PNM government, I ain't even saying this, that PNM government that we had, they were not for the people. They would have insulted us. They would have blamed us for every negative thing that would have taken place in Trinidad and Tobago. They would have brought us down to the ground. They would have neglected us. And at one time, I started to, feel frightened because I know we Trinidadians, we don't take anything serious. Eh? That is why I started to work the TikTok platform and started to talk to the people. And, the set of love that I got from you guys is show me that, my energies and the vigor and the fight that I have in me, it was not in vain. And for that, I am grateful for all of you, every creed and race. Tonight, I just want to spread some love across Trinidad and Tobago. I just want to spread some love. I just want to, all you feeling a little light, all you feeling like, a weights come off all your shoulder. Message me in the comment. Message me in the comments. And let me tell you something. Eh? Although the UNC would have won the election, right? For me, it's the people. The people who deserve that victory. The UNC is the face. But you see, the people, it proved that we all have love in us. And this PNM government would have tried to inject race into the minds of you and I. And we would have shown them yesterday we are not about race. We are not about fighting down our brothers and sisters. We want to be able to live. We want to be able to have a fighting chance. I'm so happy I ain't lying. Mr. Renison, I swear, I gloating, I showing off tonight. I showing off tonight. I deserve to show off, Trinidad and Tobago. We deserve to show off. I don't care what nobody say. We deserve this. We deserve to be able, oh God, to be free, freedom of speech, freedom of choice. And I really do believe that in time, everything will work out. And I want to urge the public, right, to take, don't just expect everything to come overnight. We do not know the state this PNM government would have left the country in. So we have to take our time Don't expect too much. Just, let us enjoy the victory. Excuse me. Let us enjoy the victory and take our time and let everything fall into place. Because as I said before, Miss Kamala Persad Bissessar, the Prime Ministress of Trinidad and Tobago, is a loving woman. She's a woman for the people, and she would have tried in her time, in her last regime, when she was the Prime Minister, to help the people. But this wicked PNM government, they're so crafty and evil. They was all about party and power and not the people. They would have derailed her whole operation and play with our minds to think race and separate us. And then they came in and they had a field day. They had a fun time. They fixed themselves and their family. And they turned our minds against the UNC. I would say against Mrs. Kamala Persad Bissessar. So now God has given her a chance to correct all wrong, make all wrong right. And I believe we as a people should stand by her and give her that opportunity to serve the people, because I believe deep in my heart, I believe Ms. Kamala Persad Bissessar and her cabinet ministers, they are going to get it right this time. We just have to have patience. We, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, every creed and race, we just have to have patience. Please, I am begging for us to have patience. If God could bring us to it, He will bring us through it. Right? And tonight, we want to open up the lines and invite, some of you call us to call in and, voice your opinions, and let us relax and chat, and have a little, a little enjoyment.
Now, at the same time, why can't this waiting? The numbers we ain't have it right now on the screen for you guys, but the number is 333-216. Candice, I hear coughing out in the background.
I get the call.
Oh yeah, the code. So again, it's 333-2176. We are opening lines very early. You can call WhatsApp, you can call normal call. Have a discussion with us now that the UNC have won. A matter of fact, the next discussion here is this: the UNC won election. The real question: what comes next for Trinidad and Tobago? What comes next? And that is where we begin to have a discussion going forward. A matter of fact, will the promises made on campaign stand, or will we see another round of broken promises, broken dreams, political division, and betrayal? No more. No more than ever, citizens must stay alert and organize and be vocal, a matter of fact. Because we would have seen, for quite some time that, the promises that we would have had from the previous administration still to do. Some of it, I mean, watch how he probably used to get on. I mean, we criticize him here on this platform a lot of times concerning the way how he behave and he responds to certain questions outside there, Candice. And it okay, no audio. We have no
Yeah.
audio. They say I know audio. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Candice, you say I know audio on this side here, so I transfer it back over to you. Go ahead.
So Trinidad and Tobago, please excuse me, I'm coming down with the cold. I have a hoarse voice. No, that we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, would have made, we made a good stand to show this government that we fed up and we tired of the oppression. Because it clearly showed that this PNM government didn't put the people first. They didn't care about us. And like I just always say, they would starve us for 5 years. In this instance, they would have starved us for 10 years. And close to the election, they started throw corn up in the air, to fall on the ground, to feed the poor. And wasn't good enough. The people would have realized, remember Keith Christopher Rowley would have called us stupid. And I had to drive that into the minds of the people, because we are not stupid people. We just take pressure until as I always say, thank God for social media. That is why Stuart Young wanted to ban the social media. That is why Stuart Young was attacking the social media activists and them, and saying that Miss Kamala Persad-Bissessar was paying people to bad talk the PNM. But you see, the thing is this, nobody wasn't getting paid. The social media platform is the real news. It's somewhere where you could go and voice your anger, your pain, and your hurts. And they didn't want us to communicate. They wanted everybody to just take the pressure and stay silent. That is why he tried and talked about reforming social media, but we wasn't going to allow that to happen. You understand? So the fact that everybody started to come out, and I want to say tonight, I want to say thanks to all those TikTokers and them who would have come out and joined and decided here what's going on. Enough is enough. You know, I want to say thanks to, to Mr. De Silva and others who I can't remember their name, because there's a few of them. Now, I don't really consider myself to be a TikToker or a social media activist, whereas I always tell people that. I was a disgruntled mother. I would have had a lot of run-ins with the law, right? And I wanted justice. And I started to do what I needed to do to get help for me and my family. And it so happened that I was ushered into the TikTok social media life. But sometimes God does prepare you for a journey, right? God does prepare you and put you in a certain place for a certain journey. And I believe that was this what's happening here now. God was preparing me for this. You understand? Because we cannot continue to live in under this condition. We couldn't, God hear me, we could not have taken another 5 years under this PNM government. Oh God, everybody would have died. It will have more crimes, more starvation, more loss of jobs. These people, I don't know how these people say they're running this country. I don't understand them, But nonetheless, the nightmare is over. We are in for new beginnings. We are in for peace, prosperity, and success. And I believe the UNC is going to deliver. We just have to give them some time and work with them, because Rome wasn't built in a day. And we also have to look out, because the PNM government, they're very angry. If you see, all they didn't see their faces, or they didn't see how they turn up, or they didn't see how they wanted to dead, especially the kid Christopher Rowley. He face dropped. Mr. Stuart Young looked like he wanted to cry, because they tell themselves that we stupid and they have us in a certain type of way, but the people of Trinidad and Tobago has spoken. You understand? We would have taken our future back into our hands. We would have taken our future, what was left of our future, away from the PNM. And for that, I am grateful, because the voice of the people is the voice of the Lord, and the people of Trinidad and Tobago has spoken. I am very, very grateful for that. So as I said, Mr. Renson would have put the numbers up on the screen, and the lines are open. So you all can feel free to call in, make your comments, right? Because tonight is about celebration. Tonight is about, venting. Tonight is about, feeling free, because this morning I get up and the atmosphere feel peaceful. It feel quiet, like the darkness and the hole that this PNM government had over the land. The rising sun come and put a light over us. And for that, I am so grateful. I am so happy, and I'm sure plenty of all of them must be happy too, or they're happy just like myself, because, wow, I feel like a weight lift off my shoulder. I feel like a weight lift off my shoulders tonight, Trinidad and Tobago. I feel like a weight lift off my shoulder because we have been living under oppression for so many years. Imagine you can't even afford to go in the grocery, so they may go negotiate and pull back stuff. You can't even afford to pay a light bill. Eh? It was so hard. Times were so hard for each and every one of us. And this government treated us like they don't care. They insulted us. Imagine that the PNM would have told us what they're going to do to us. Then they would lie and say they will do what they're going to do. They ain't doing it again. And then they lie. It's a whole set of lies and deceit. This PNM government would have treated the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago like we would beggars, you know. Like the power and the wealth run up in their head that they forget that we were the employers, you know, and they were the employees, you know. You understand? So they forget themselves. That is why Rowley would have turned to us and said that we are stupid people. But last night, yesterday, as a matter of fact, we show Keith Christopher Rowley and his whole entourage that we are not stupid people. We might pay dead tickets, go alive, but Tom drunk, but Tom ain't no fool. Everybody, well, we went and dipped their fingers because why? They fed up. They fed up at the bullying. They fed up at the disrespect. They fed up at the lies. We were fed up at the neglect. And we made a stand. And I am so proud of each and every one of us in Trinidad and Tobago at the moment. The voice of the people has spoken. The voice of the people has spoken. And I am so proud of each and every one of you guys. Trust me, I'm so happy that. Hello? And I hear you very light and I ain't seen you.
We having some technical difficulties here, a little bit behind the scene. So I don't know what is really taking place here. Right, I hear you now. You hear me properly?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back, yeah.
Right. So go ahead.
Right? And you know, it's a victory for Mr. Wayne Surgeon because this is his first time, you know, running for MP in Sandy Grande, I believe, right? And, you know, I believe he too, you know, this is a surprise for him. But we would have worked with him, you know, we work with him. And I want to say thanks to the people of Toko Sandy Grande. See, the people of Toko Sandy Grande, we all came together and we made it happen. We came together and we put our foot down and we said, enough is enough. It's time to take back Trinidad and put it, you know, time to take back Trinidad and let us have a new start, a fresh beginning, you know. And I do believe that Mr. Wayne Surge, after listening, because I just go to his meetings when I can and listen to how he speaks to the people. And Mr. Wayne Surge speaks from a place, you know, of someone that would have been there, done that. He would have went through all kind of hardship. So he understands what it is to come from humble beginnings. He understands what it is to not have. He would have built himself from nothing to something, to somebody. You understand?
Candace, I want to play a video back from when Stuart Young did walk.
At the street light they did fix also.
Yeah. Okay then.
Right.
Yeah, remember that video, Candace? You seen it?
Yes, I've seen the video.
Right, you hear any video?
I'm not hearing it.
Yeah, remember the street light they did fix also?
Yeah. I'm not hearing it.
A couple days after it fall, and all they never come back and fix it. All they never come back and fix it. So what going on? How is only when it come into election, people could see all you? All they, nah man, all they had to do better than that. you don't mind, I get a video of this. I want to speak to my MP. So I want to know what plans you have for northeastern settlement and environment.
Roger has been discussing.
No, I'm listening to me. I'm going to just direct this conversation to he. And you are Mr. Stuart Young. Okay, all right. I want to talk to him for myself. No, as you know, listen to me, hear me. As you know, we have a lot of youths in the back here delinquent. Those are asking questions. Why are they running off? We're asking questions. I am asking questions. I have a lot of delinquent youths. Why am I supposed to put my hand in red for the body say? Stuart Young pull him away. I asking questions. If all they want my vote, all they have to show me why I supposed to vote for the PNM. Why I supposed to vote for the PNM? I want to know why. So I tried to ask Mr. Monroe some questions, and Mr. Stuart Young would have pulled him away because they're shying from the questions. And the questions I would have asked, what they have in store for the youths of Northeastern Settlement and environs. And the fact that they could shy away from me is because they're on folly, they're on shits. Don't let them come and shake all your hands. Don't let them come and shake all your hands. This is the first and the last time we're going to see them. I didn't even know that was Monroe. I asked Monroe a question. Yeah, and they pull them away. Stuart Young pull them away. What they have in store for the youths of Sandy Grande, Northeastern Settlement, and nobody is saying nothing. If I am to vote for the PNM, I born and grow in a PNM house. What they have in store, let me know. This is not about shaking hands. Look how much youths dying. Look how much murders we bury with children every day. And I just want to ask a simple question. What do they have in store for you? What is the first time I see? You remember when we voted for the PNM and we was in the Maxi Erica on the Valencia stretch and we flagged him down to stop for we pass we straight on the Valencia stretch right after the PNM win the election. Or let us forget. So Trinidad and Tobago, I went to Mr. Monroe to ask him a question. He was in company with Stuart Young. Stuart Young tried to brush him away, bam, they snatch him and they go on with him. I need to know what plans, what he have in store for the youths. And up to now, they ain't saying nothing, they just rush off, you understand? So that alone is to show you that is a prime example. We're going back in the same shit. You hear what I said? Same shit, just different days. What do they have in store for the youths? We losing with children. We are looking for the bandits and we are looking for some in the police and them. What do they have in store for them? Nothing. Just a life of crime and promise. And what they going to do? What they going to do? Legalize, decriminalize marijuana again. Because the youths and them smoking the marijuana and they're going astray. What the hell are they telling them about? And to show you this, if they mean business, why when I ask him questions, they rush him off? That is to show you just papi show. They come into papi show we again. Papi show, lies and papi show. That is the first time I would have ever seen Monroe in my whole entire life. And I was born Sandy Grandian. I was born Sandy Grandian. I was born and I'm growing Sandy Grande. And I ask him questions and nobody is saying nothing. Stuart Young pull him away. And they come in to give us a lie. I ask you a question, tell me what you have in store for with children. Plenty children have no jobs. Nothing in place. I don't even want good day from you. I can never forget you. The last time years ago when we win the election, we campaigned with you. This house was a board house, sir. And we shut down in a maxi. I said, we flag you down and you pass me straight. And that proved, I don't care. I not enough. I love your flying mine, but not I don't put them in their place. And this is a prime example that Trinbagonians, excuse me, tie tongue this already there, we like catchers. This government talking about who live. Imagine that the Prime Minister jump out and say who live, and who dead. And it's the same people who jump up with the bodies. And you as a Prime Minister could say who live, and who dead. And you saying they don't have a crime problem in Trinidad and Tobago, but the police hiding because they're frightened for their life. So when you're in trouble, who you will call God? You understand? And they could come in to talk a set of shit. I don't want to hear them. Why Stuart Young didn't let Monroe stand up and hear what I had to say? Because I'm asking important questions. Because the youth is the future generation. They pull them away. All of them jumping up there. You think if PNM should come back in power, you feel they're going to see freaking Stuart Young? You feel they're going to see Monroe? This is the first time. I am 46 years and I have never seen that friggin' man in my whole entire life. Look at the condition of the drains. It has some places in the back here have no lights, no water. You understand? No proper road. but they're coming to shake people's hand. 9+ years they're in power, and what they're coming to do, mama guy people, what it is proven to me, prime fact, that some of we Trinidadians, we like to catch we ass. They want to touch people pension. They're talking about if you have $25,000 in your account, you're not eligible to pension. I am a public servant, so you're trying to tell me after I work all them fucking years, and I save up my money, I'm not entitled to a pension? And all of them are such a fools jumping up behind the fucking body say, I hope when the time comes, they...
Right, so that was Miss Candace Edwards that misbehaved there on the thing. I give her it as raw as possible. Candace, get on real bad, and here what's going on. That is why Roger Monroe would have lost the area of Toko Sandy Grande. Because the people in that area was speaking out against what was taking place there. And he chose to walk off on the plights of these people and them. And the loss. Candace, I mean, you're going bad. I mean, let me
No, but listen to me now. You know, looking back at those videos, you know, but I really get on bad. I really get on bad. But let me tell you this, after seeing, getting a first-hand view of what the youths in Northeastern Settlement was going through over the years, it take a toll on me, and I only would have known before what my son would have went through, right? And after that, I decided here we're going on, something had to be done. And, you know, the youths were crying out. They were crying out. And I am sure Roger Monroe would have seen my situation. He would have seen the videos that I would have made with all the youths when we went up in the park. Some of them came out and they were telling the story of what, you know, they were going through. And they were trying to highlight it so that they could get help. And then the TV6 News, they would have cut up the story because apparently they didn't want that story to reach out in the public domain. You know, so they tried to stifle it. But, you know, he knew because social media is, you know, is all over the place. And you never even reach out to help the youths. And when I keep going here and going there and asking questions and I see nobody and taking a stand, I say, look here, what's going on? Something had to be done because I am a mother too. I felt it. I had first-hand experience with what was taking place. So that is the reason why I went to them and I keep saying, excuse me, I did not go to them as a politician or opposition person. I went to them as a normal, concerned resident to ask a question, you know. And they didn't just walk off on me, they walk off on the whole Atoko Sandy Grande. So I believe, you see, that move there is what put the icing on the cake for the people of Toko Sandy Grande. That is what would have put the icing on the cake. No, I didn't know again so bad. I've been honest. But now, because I don't look back at them videos, I don't ever look back. But now that I see it, I realize I get on bad. I must apologize for the upset, but I was upset because you're taking the youths and them life for granted. You understand? You know, it's like, it's not their family, it's not their friend, so they don't really care. So I had to do something. And that wasn't for fame, you know. I was just trying. Yes.
Candace, we are the first caller for the night. Good night.
Okay.
Caller.
Pleasant good night, caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good night. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Yes, good night.
Is it Workers' Right platform?
Yes, Workers' Rights platform here live with us. I and Candace Edwards are live in studio.
First, I'd like to say congratulations to the UNC for winning and saving this country. And to the PNM, they get what they deserve. Can't mistreat and ill-treat the society and expect them to vote fair. Because when you really walk around all over, all the back street and track and trail, people living like if they're living in the 60s. People still have bucket. They even have tank. No water. What's going on with them? But they get what they deserve, and I hope that the UNC does anything better than what the PNM have right now, better for the country. And your group, this will highlight the issues, which is a good thing.
Thank you very much, sir.
Continue. Alright,
Thank you very much, caller.
Alright. Take care, miss. Have a good night.
Okay. Have a good night. Wow. Mr. Renson, I was hearing another caller coming in because tonight is not only about us, it's about you, the people, to call in and voice your opinion, whether you're pleased or you're displeased. You can call in, voice your opinion, because tonight is victory night for me. I am happy. My soul, it is at peace. I don't know about you all, but inside of me, I feel a joy. I feel a sense of peace. And I have trust and faith in the UNC that they will deliver. We just have to give them some time.
Candice, well, we have a second caller for the night. Good night, caller.
Good night, caller.
Hey, good night, good night. Hey, you understand?
Yes, sir, right here, right here. Candice here.
Candice said what? This is Mr. Ali from Sani Gandhi.
Hi, Mr. Ali. Pleasant good night.
You make, Candice said what? You make Toko Sani Gandhi win.
Thank you so much.
It's very good. You just ask him a simple question, and what you do to we, Candice,
Yes.
you make this UNC government. You make UNC. You make me win. Yeah? You make me win. And Candice, hey, Jeffrey, the audio is too low, right?
Right, more audio a little too low.
The audio is too low.
All right, all right.
Yeah, I hear no look.
Right, Candice. So that was the second caller for the night. Caller, good afternoon. I know you say we audio a little too low. We high it up here. Candice, he may not be hearing us on the next side, how we were singing. But go right along. I mean, you would have pulled up Scott Young socks right up.
No, but the same thing is this, somebody, listen to me, Mr. Renison, and to all the viewers. As I said before, I didn't go to war nobody. I didn't go to make no mischief. I just went to ask a question because I had a first-hand experience as to what take place. And with my incident, other youths, other children started coming out and talking. And it needed, the attention of those in authority. So when I saw Stuart, I didn't even make
Candice. Good night, caller. We have our next caller there on the line, Candice. Good night. What is your contribution?
Oh, good night.
Yes, good night, caller.
Yes, first time caller, and well, we now found the show on the internet, so we're watching for the first time. Kill, you really get on that. But I give you right. I give you right. And God bless and have a good night.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you very much, caller. No, you see, let me tell you something. You see, foolishness, it don't ever digest well with my soul. You cannot give me feces and tell me it's ice cream. And I know my rights. What was taking place in notice and settlement needed drastic attention. Because I was fighting tirelessly since last year, February. The 12th of February, I started this fight. And when I saw them on the ground, I decided to reach out to them. And they walked off of me. It's Stuart Young who dropped the ball, Nobody else, That's why I keep saying. I keep saying to them, it's the PNM who is making the PNM look bad, And if you notice, every time they open their mouth to say something bad about the opposition leader or well, who was the opposition leader? They make it backfire on them because it's a set of lies coming out their mouth. It's a set of untruths.
Just now, caller. Just now, Candice. We have our next caller. Good night.
Good night, caller.
Yes.
Yeah, the caller sounding low when they.
All right,
But
we
I
go
hear
fix.
all good.
All right, we go fix that.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah, Candace, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, so, what was taking place in the back end needed drastic attention and they walked off. So, is the PNM to blame, Is the PNM who made themselves lost the election, not we, Really check it out, Is these people and them, and you imagine that we all employ, all insulting, we walking off on us, calling us all kind of stupid name, all they blame we, the citizens, for what taking place in the country. Imagine that. People start to get fed up. And listen to me, I know I put in a lot of hard work, and I the type of person I don't like to take credit. I like to, do what I had to do and just dress back. But I know I made a lot of enemies. I made a lot of friends. Now, Stuart Young would have posted up a video about me a couple of days ago, and he called me a character. I felt hurt, honestly. I felt hurt, but I'm the type of person, I don't stay in that kind of mindset for long. I always bounce back, right? And my daughter came to me the next day and she said, Mommy, why this man bashing you? Why this man trying to belittle you? Why this man call you a character? And, her eyes was full of tears. And I said, but as a girl, that is what has happened, when you fight in an election. I say, but and I was not wrong? She said, Mommy, you wasn't wrong. You asked a question and everybody know what taking place in the back here, right? So by you asking that question, you wasn't wrong. I said, well, okay, that is my consolation. So then if I have to be a character to stand up for the rights of the people in Toko Sandy Grande and in Northeastern Settlement, but then I will welcome the name because I know what the question I asked, I wasn't wrong. Because you need to know, we need to know, you vying to come back as our next prime minister.
Good night, caller. Candace, we have our next caller on the line. Good night.
Hello.
Pleasant good night.
Yes. Good night. Good night. It's my first time actually viewing your program and calling. I mean, when I say viewing, I watch your program already, but I mean really taking it in then.
Yeah.
So I want to say congratulations to our new Prime Minister.
Yes.
I want to say congratulations to you all for this program as well. And one thing, I want to share my thoughts just as you, Princess. I want to call you Princess. I hope you don't mind.
No, go ahead, darling.
I don't like the way the persons on the now opposition side, how they talk about our Prime Minister.
Yeah.
So women, just as both of you and I and all our women folk in this country, you do not go on a political platform and bash other women. The thing about it, go and talk and say what you propose to do for the country, for the government of the country and every citizen or the most that you can reach, okay? You do not go on a platform to bash people. And this is what I always use a word, okay? Your mouth is put you where your foot can't take you out. And this is where the PNM reached today because of their mouth.
Yes.
Right? It put them in a place now where what they could do, nothing. All you go on the political platform and all you're talking about Kamala. Don't talk about Kamala. Talk about what all you could do for the country. Right? And I really don't like the politics of this country concerning in that aspect. Women do not go and degrade other women like that, and you don't go on a political platform to talk about other people. We talk about the betterment of the country, and it doesn't go for PNM people alone or UNC people. It goes for the entire country. So again, congratulations on you all for this program, and congratulations to our new Prime Minister and our new government that will be coming. And with everybody's blessings and support, let's hope that she pulls this through and we're going to make a difference in this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Wow. No, as the caller just said,
Well, Candace, I doesn't like to hot up your spirit too much, because there are a lot of people that say, all kind of things. I don't want to change the scope of how it
yeah,
is talk.
I am seeing it on the other end here.
But
I've seen it.
don't focus on that, because I realize that there's a person that is.
You know why? You know why it has got me angry, Mr. Venison? Because these people know the truth, And it's like their mindset just remain in one spot. Right? Because this PNM government would have programmed the people.
Candace, I can understand this. People supposed to call the phone, right? Right now, it have a gentleman calling video call. I don't know if you want to see her. Tell him we're not in the same place, man. Oh, yeah, come now, man. This is a normal call, man. Yes, good night, caller. Good night, caller.
Well, Mr. Venison, the audio on the
sir.
other end,
Uh-huh.
the people are saying it's too low. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Yes, good night, sir.
Hello?
Yes, good night.
The audio low.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, we are listening to you. What's your contribution, sir?
Oh, no, I watching the video. I love the video.
Okay.
Yeah. You hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay. Is this live?
Yes, this is live at this point in time. Thanks,
Right. I only came, man. I am from Lagos.
All right. Where's your contribution tonight? Where's your contribution?
My contribution, that's it. Oh, I like how the lady put on TV. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you loud and clear.
Right, my name is Winston. You hear me?
Yes, caller. Go ahead and make a contribution. We are hearing you loud and clear.
Okay.
No, he's singing very low. I'm not hearing him, Mr. Venison.
You're not hearing them?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if his phone volume is low.
Seeing.
You need to try again.
Yes, you need to try again. So we not hearing it too clearly, a matter of fact.
One thing I have learned, Mr. Venison, my first time being on this social media platform, you cannot please everybody. And not everybody is going to like you when you're standing up for the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have developed a tough skin, because if I were to sit down and study who liked me from who will like me, we will not reach just fine.
Good night, caller. Good night, caller.
Hey, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, good night, sir. Good night.
How are you, sir? Oh, I'm calling you. I want to find out your position with on the Lubbock constituency, because I'm from Lubbock.
Right.
And I think a week before the election, I was looking at your program.
Yes.
And you were chastising the guy, Mr. Is Elder? Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Elder.
Yeah, I was looking at you when you remember you and Marlon. Is Marlon the guy name? Had some video done at the industrial park, industrial
estate.
Whatever it is.
Yes, the estate. What up?
Right, and you were chastising the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So how today you could be praising him? I don't understand. I mean, come on, break that down for me.
The people of Labrie, two things would have taken place in Labrie during the election. Firstly, I being a person on the ground on this side here, the people had a lot of complaints that would have taken place here, especially in 2018 with the rig that went back to when the OWTU did say, take your rig and go.
Right.
Right? And the people had numerous complaints concerning the fact that they did not know the gentleman. It's the same thing that was just now. Let me finish. It's the same thing that was done
with that constituency. If they take a guy from on
right,
on the side, on the political side.
So that is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. It's the same. It's the same thing they did. Wait. It's the same thing that they did with Randall Mitchell. Why the people would have rejected him. If you see how it went, it was very close. It was just a short margin, a 7,100 and 6,200 that would have taken place. It was a short window that they would have, the UNC would have won at both Point and Library. I hope you're catching what I'm saying. And the two complaints they had about the same gentleman, but the people in Library was fed up of getting representation by people that they do not know.
But the guys from let me say
Rancho.
Exactly.
Rancho.
On my side of the town.
Right.
He's from I know he went to school Siparia in school. So the people on the lover side wouldn't know him, and we did have to choose some. Now I don't know where Randall Mitchell from. Period. Right.
That he said they say he grew up in Rosila, but nobody don't know Randall. People know him from being in San Fernando.
Exactly.
You understand? Nobody knows Randall. And it's the same thing we was talking about now. Let me show you something. Watch what take place in the voter scheme. Now the PNM voters didn't turn out, and I can tell you why they didn't turn out. They wanted somebody that they called Jamel Pierre in the area to vote for, and the entire youth league. You see, the election machinery in Library did not run on election day because of the conversations that we was having. They wanted somebody who they know, and the mere fact that the PNM supporters give away the election in Library, that is what take place. Because if you check the statistics from the years gone by, the UNC would have only gained would have gotten 5,700 in Library. What they would have gained is voters about 1,500 voters. The ballots and them, the polling station within the Rosilac area, they would have voted resoundingly. They would have gotten that from the Rosilac area if you watch the trend. Because only 2% from PNM would have voted from Rosilac for the PNM, and 2,000 vote in favor of Clyde Elder.
Right.
You understand? Now I could go straight back to Palo Seco. The UNC would have also gained ground in Palo Seco, so they get some votes from in Palo Seco.
Because the guy is from down that area. That's how that works.
Yes, you would have gained 100 votes someone in the polling station from there.
Okay, all right.
You understand? It's something that we just watch. So what happened is that
I know you have to look at the statistic. I know that one too. I'll tell you this much. I worked with what is his name? Richards. And I've seen the guy that I see work magic with figures?
Who's that?
Is that a Lumpkin? A Lumpkin guy, he used to live in Quarry Stretch.
Okay.
That man,
close to Saparia there.
He could have tell you how many votes he need in each area. Right? To counteract, he tell you he's going to lose in this area here, but you must get enough votes like in Kura. You could get enough votes in Kura to counteract the votes that you're going to lose in North Palo Seco. He's going to lose in Lobbery, but he's going to counteract it. He's going to get the votes in Rosilac to counteract. And as he said it, exactly how it worked out. So I know about the statistic from back then.
You see, it's 28,000 people that it have in Library, right, that has voted. I could break it down for you, and only 13,000 vote, because I would have went up under the APP banner with. And it's only 13,000 people vote. So where it is hard was to get a voter, I mean, people would have hard was to vote at least 1/8 pay to get back your deposit and things like that. It had a voter turnout of only 13,000 people, which is less than half. And if you would have, you know about figures too. So Library does always win the election by 10,000 PNM voters. So you see, the PNM voters did not turn out because you see that youth league, they did not support this election. It was only old people.
Well, I was shocked when, well, I live in, I don't know if you know, I live in Houston, Texas.
Okay,
And
okay.
I am shocked. I am shocked, really, that he won, you know.
Yeah,
No,
I was shocked too because
I was pulling for him, but I'm shocked that he won.
you see, yeah, why you want to, eh? You see the protest. There was a silent protest in Library. I don't know if you did know the bacchanal that was taking place with Jamel Pierre. They
No.
say they're not supported, and when I say all right, let me try the UNC. They say nah, they ain't supporting no UNC, and they really did. They didn't support the UNC. They just didn't vote. They didn't even vote for me as well. Because when you see the figures, you go see what I'm talking about. They say they're
Right.
not voting.
Mhm.
When I ask them, well, are you going to vote for the UNC? They say no. I say, all right, well, let me try the APP. They say they still didn't vote for me. And the statistics is there. So if it is, the UNC would have gained 1,500 votes and they would have won Library. And Library, who does a custom vote for the PNM, only 6,200 people vote. The statistics is there. I mean, it was Sherlock. With no point could there be a swing seat because um, it was won by the UNC before.
Mhm.
One time by
Richards is the guy.
yeah, he would
Albert Richards.
yes, he
No,
would
I
have
worked
won
with
he
Albert
would have
Richards
won
back
there
then.
at a point in time.
And well, I wanted to come home to work, to not to work. Let me take back that work. I was coming to volunteer my time. I don't even tell you that. But what had happened the Friday before the call election,
Hmm.
a, a school mate of my my daughter, not my sister, my daughter, when she grew up here with us too, the girl, she died the Sunday, and the Monday they called the election,
Hmm.
right? So this girl is like my daughter. So that is the reason I'm not in Trinidad right now.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
accept my condolences, brother.
No, you're welcome. Thanks. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's the reason I wouldn't come and volunteer my condolences to I didn't come and volunteer my service to that guy. I didn't want nothing beside maybe a lunch here and there. That's all I was working for, a lunch here and there, because I don't eat heavy and anything. I'm a very picky eater.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, brother. Well, thanks for the call. I mean, feel free to call at any time again.
All right. I'm looking at you. Well, I follow you, but that day I was really upset with you, because
Yes,
I really was.
I understand. I understand. But at the same
I
time,
really was.
by mere default, I was always in opposition to the government. By
I know that.
default. By
Well, this
default,
is
a
what
matter of fact.
that shocked me
But
that day.
if it is we had
I
to
turn it off,
if we had to
I
bring
turn
home
you
the
off,
you turn it off so you turn off
Yeah,
the show, remember?
yeah, that day I did.
Candace, Candace, you hearing this
I went
man?
somewhere else.
Candace, you hearing
Yeah,
this man?
I hear them. I hear them. But sometimes, drastic measures has to be taken, because if it is that Mr. Renison, I can relate to what Mr. Renison was trying to put across to, because all right, you're living in a community, right? And the
Mhm,
people are
mhm,
saying they don't want the UNC. They know they're going through pressure under the PNM, but they rather
mhm,
stay and take the pressure.
mhm,
Now, in my
mhm.
mind, that is madness, eh?
It
I
is.
believe in change. But then again, Mr. Renison, as a person who is a fighter like myself,
Mhm,
if it was up to me, I would have done the same, because it's not about the party, it's about the people. You had to give the people a reason. You had to give the people you had to give the people hope. Because remember, they're suffering. And a lot of Trinidadians, we don't like change. We know that this ain't good for us. We want to hold on to it. Right?
mhm,
Now, I am a diehard UNC from since my situation, and I would have gotten help. I swing. Because I no way in hell I am going to stay with a government who I would have voted all my life for, and I reach out to them for help, for assistance to do what is right. And they turned their back on me. So then I decided, here we go, and I'm going to walk out. Right?
No,
But at the end of the day,
at
go
the,
ahead,
yeah, what going on? At the end of the day, we have to say, thank God, you see them same young people and them, they ain't turn out. Because that,
yeah.
Boy,
that,
I am the happiest person. I
them, no,
looked at the
but,
map last night, and but it's only this morning that they declared the seat.
yeah, this
They
morning,
declared the seat
they
not
declared,
up.
yeah, this morning.
Because I went to bed at around 2 o'clock this morning, and I went to bed saying, "Well, we lost Lobbery."
Mm-hmm.
And then around 12 o'clock today, I get somebody called me and tell me, "No." I said, "No." They said me, "Yes." I said,
Yes,
"You
yes, yes.
sure?"
That is true, that is true.
But yeah, yeah. So I'm happy. I'm happy. The only thing I'm sad about, they should have wiped PNM off the map. They shouldn't get one seat.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
well,
It's
well, brother, you know what's going on happen the next election. You see, the smart, innit?
wipe
Don't
them
get
off.
tied up in it, the smart, innit? Because you know, elaborate still a same seat for the PNM, innit? And if we don't bring somebody that is formidable, if we don't have people that is working within these areas, you know what's going to happen. Because it's the
Well,
whole entire youth group didn't vote.
I hope this guy performs.
His audio is very low. We're not hearing
Because
him.
I'll tell you this, from as far back as I could remember, there isn't one, even your nephew, your uncle or whoever, them ain't performing, no. Not one, you know. From
Yeah,
even
yeah, take me that
Trinidad
thing with
and
my
Tobago
uncle,
ain't
there, boy.
perform.
Oh, God, boy,
Because
yeah,
listen,
take me that with my uncle.
eh?
I say, yeah, take me that
I
thing with my
support
uncle, there, boy.
I support your uncle too, you know.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't know if
okay.
I tell you, and your uncle is a real good friend, you know. Whenever I come to Trinidad, I used to go visit him, you know.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right? As a matter, I don't know if you know Rat, and the Rat was living inside by you all there. A guy they call Rat.
I can't remember.
So,
Yes,
I don't
yes,
know
yes,
his
yes,
right
yes, yes, yes.
name, but
Yes, 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 yes,
his
yes. I know rat, I know rat, I know rat. I know rat.
right. Rat and all of us, we used to work together.
Right, 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 right. I know rat.
So I used to be with by at that time your uncle was living in one of them street there
Yeah, that was
before
Murray Street.
right.
Right.
And him was friend of all that time.
Mm-hmm.
As I tell people, your uncle was a very educated person, but he wasn't smart. Seriously, no, very educated, but he wasn't smart. Because as stupid as I am, he used to come to me I used to give him advice, you know.
Okay.
But
Well,
you bring a book in front of him,
he was a friendly man too.
Rings wrong.
Well, caller, well, thank you, thanks for the call, brother.
All right, you're welcome, man.
Yeah, man. Candace, the man reached straight down to my uncle. You understand? He mashed me in there with my uncle there, my God.
No, but I know I'm looking at the comments here, right? And a lot of people, are saying like, all right, so Mr. Russell Value, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly, Russell. Russell said, I hope the UNC makes good on their promises and puts the country and the citizens first, right? So Russell, I myself, keeping my fingers crossed and I'm hoping and I'm praying, but we have to bear in mind, we have to dress back a bit and allow them to pick up the pieces. Because the PNM would have done things their way. They would have, every decision this PNM government make, every investment they would have invested in is for their own benefits, not for the benefit of the people. So we don't know what is the state of the country right about now. So we have to give Ms. Kamala Prasad and her team a chance. Because they're now going in there. We can't expect things to happen overnight. Right? We have to take our time. Let us breathe. Let us exhale. Because watch me, we all were going through pressure. I don't know about some of all you, but I know I was feeling it. I am a government worker, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. right? Whilst Rowley and his entourage would have raised their salary and tell us tighten our belts. And I figure that is one of the things that make them lose the election too, you know, because you telling the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago tighten all their belt. And all they going and take a raise in salary and a juicy, luscious, I like to exaggerate on that, back pay. And you fill your belly and you leave your citizens hungry. And when only fully aware of the high food prices. And when Stuart Young jumped out and talk about he went to the grocery and it's only then he would have realized how high the food prices is and he would have spent $500 and it would have mounted to $200. That alone was, you can see that was a lie. The person who write that script for he needed to fire that person. Because that alone show you, because it's 10 years all in power. So, and I am surely hearing the cries of the people that he went to the grocery, and then was going to any grocery. I don't know, They just say we stupid, but Trinidadians not stupid, you know. We are not stupid people. That is why yesterday we showed them that we're not stupid. And I feel we all deserve a day off to relax and reflect and catch our breaths, because a lot of people in Trinidad and Tobago was going through pressure, like myself. So I reach the stage now, who vex loss is the PNM, is who make the PNM loss. It's not the UNC has spoken, you know. It's the people of Trinidad and Tobago, every creed and race. The people who they try to separate, divide and conquer, came together and said enough is enough. Give our children a chance to live. Give our future generation a chance to survive.
Well,
and I must tip my hat to, yes?
We have somebody in the comments say, Renuka Jaffa. She said PNM must come out of politics so good.
Yes, I would have read that.
No, well, we need our opposition, you know. We need our opposition in politics.
We need our opposition, and I don't think, listen to me, I don't think the PNM is going to settle and take loss. And listen to me, we ought to look out for this PNM government in every crook and every cranny,
And people, the numbers on the screen, The numbers is on the screen, right on that Candice. We're going to wrap up in the next 10 minutes. Trust what I'm saying, we're wrapping up this thing. This is our chance for you to get, your calls. Yeah, we fix the phone line. I'd also get the technician here to high up this thing, Candice, so you can hear what people are saying. I know you're straining your ears. I know if you're cleaning your ears this morning. But this is
yes,
election.
I did.
Oh, God, I don't be confident, man. So, girl.
Oh gosh, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, me did feeling good. Yeah,
I'm feeling good. I read, watch me, I was out there on the battlefield right through, you know.
Well, you have a party to go just now. I hear somebody calling before the show thing. You go in this big party. I mean,
that's a party really. I believe it's a little thanks, to the foot soldiers and the people that would have stand together with Mr. Wayne Search. Because last night I wasn't there for the results, and my sister they call and they say, but Candice, your name calling, Mr. Search calling you, and you're not there, so well, I'm not feeling well.
We have a next caller on the line. Good night, caller.
Yeah.
Hello, good night.
How are you?
Good night. We are good. I'm good.
I'm well. Thank you. I am calling from Canada.
You have to raise the audio. We are not hearing him.
Right. Best I could do this.
Stuart Young, I thought that he was a great change for the country. But I think the one thing that Trinidadians need is to keep switching the political parties. It is the only way that we will get better governance. And I can't say that I'm the biggest supporter of the UNC. However, I think what happened was the best thing that could have happened.
Okay. I mean, it's a fair comment. I respect that comment. These people have spoken in truth. Well, Mr. Rampersad, well, thanks for your contribution here tonight on the program.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and listen to me, the people have spoken across Trinidad and Tobago, Right? And right about now, for me, who vexed lost? Because I am sure every one of us would have felt the pain and the long suffering. And the ones who who disgruntled and angry at the moment, there's nothing we can do about it. That is your opinion. Everybody, entitled to their own opinion, to their own, feelings. But I am saying that Trinidad and Tobago needed a break. We needed to release ourselves from this PNM government, this mental slavery, this abuse, the neglect. And it wasn't no secret, it's in plain sight. The PNM was literally showing to us, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, that is power and party before the people. And the people would have said, here what's going on. Listen to me. When I saw how much the UNC went by and I heard that the UNC went, I said to myself, I said, wow. I said, I wonder if the UNC thought they would have, would have gotten so much, if they would have won. Because, people undecided and they don't inject the race in us already. I sure that, just saying, I believe that must come as a surprise to the UNC too, Because the people have spoken, the people fed up, the people tired. You ever see Rowley come down from on high and decide to feed the people, put things in place of people? Instead of he do things to help the people, he took away from the people. And he tell you, tighten your belts, tough days ahead. And after saying that to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, then he turned around and called you stupid. You think people could deal with that? You think citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, we are happy-go-lucky people, but we are not stupid enough. We just play dead to catch Kobo alive. And today, the people of Trinidad and Tobago would have shown Keith Christopher Rowley and Mr. Stuart Young and the whole entourage, we're not stupid. Enough is enough. And we would have made a decision. They have to deal with it now. Because it's they who caused themselves the election. Nobody didn't do that for them, It's they who create their own mess. So now they have to deal with it.
Good night, caller. What is your contribution for tonight?
Hello?
Yes, good night. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good night, caller. Caller, I feel you might have to call back because Candace, you was hearing that?
No, I was hearing her very low.
Oh, right.
And as one of the caller, Nadia Nanan would have said, pleasant good night, Nadia. I'm happy to have you on the program tonight. She said, good night. What about helping our children with school books? PNM, you have to be poor to get help. And it's not just poor, you have to be dirt poor. And if it's ever dirt poor, they're still helping you. The PNM would have showed us.
Caller, good night.
Hi, good evening. My contribution is the PNM have put themselves in this position because they did not care about the people. They did not listen to the people. And the people did what they wanted to do. Okay?
Okay.
Exactly.
That's my contribution. Good night.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Yes, the people did what they wanted to do because they fed up.
Good night, caller. You got to recall, man. Call back. Because we're going to wrap up just now. We're going to wrap up this call just now. Just now we're going to wrap up here. Go ahead, Candace.
Yes, the people made the choice. You cannot vex with the people. It's the whole of Trinidad. Or they watch that map. Or they see where Tobago gone. Tobago is the smooth. The whole of Tobago just gone blue. People of Tobago has spoken. They would have voiced their opinion a long time ago because they were fed up with our Rowley.
Somebody Somebody only
Say,
called and hanging up. I don't understand. Or you call back
well, all
now.
right, but they must be having a bad reception. It's just
That's
we in
that's
Trinidad and Tobago.
that's now. Good night, caller.
Good night, good night, good night. Congratulations to the UNC and Ms. Kamla Prasad Bissessa. Woman power to the max. Dr. Keith Rowley put himself in this position because he knew there was nothing else to rape this country of. He shut down what he could have shut down. He plundered and did everything that a true villain does to a nation.
Well, I see you elated. I see you elated.
Yes, I elated because I'm proud of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, all those who voted for change. And all we have to do now, as Ms. Candice says, allow the party to do what they have to do. They can't change everything in one night, one day, or 1 week. Because what was done to us was done for years. So it will take
Exactly.
We just have to be a little patient. Yeah? Be a little patient and give Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bissessa a chance. Because it's woman power. She's educated, and they have plenty educated, strong women in Trinidad and Tobago. And we will rise above this and let Keith Christopher Rowley go somewhere, not here. He's not welcome. Have a pleasant night.
Yeah, you too, caller. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. You're a woman after my own heart.
Hello, good night.
And it
Yes, good night. Good night,
Pleasant
caller.
good night.
I am calling from the Seagrass side.
Yes.
Good night.
Yes, good night. Good night. How are you going? What is your contribution for tonight, caller?
I want to say we PNM have to go.
Yes, the people made their choice. You cannot vex with the people.
Yeah.
The caller listening, or you're listening on your thing, man. Yeah. Good afternoon, caller.
Good night.
Yes, good night, sir.
Yeah, while we're doing a post-mortem as to why the PNM would have lost, I think they gave it away because Rowley didn't know what to do again anymore, and by passing on the Stuart Young, people wasn't happy with that selection. But that is post-mortem, and the PNM people was annoyed, and the only way to get rid of the PNM now was to vote them out. So they'll get rid of Stuart Young and Rowley at the same time. But the issue here now is that hello?
Yes, we are here.
Yeah. The issue now is that the elections have already been decided, and the UNC have won. Now, what was said on the platform and the expectations is that the present Prime Minister now don't have a magic wand that she'll be able to do what she said that she would do, just like that by snapping a finger. But what is needed is that we have heard that Marco Rubio has already called to congratulate. We have heard Moody from India. We have heard Irfan Ali. We have heard Mia Motley and the Jamaican Prime Minister, and a good few people calling to congratulate them because they realize doing business with her is a lot easier than doing business with the PNM. Because the PNM was focusing mostly on Venezuela and their oil and gas. But what we need now is investors now with US dollars to come into Trinidad and to begin to invest. So we need now to ease the situation where business can be conducted very easily in Trinidad and Tobago and to create some competition with the 1%. And in doing that now, we will begin now to look at business deals with people outside. Like for instance, to open back the petroleum refinery, we may need to do business with Guyana and Suriname now instead of looking at Venezuela alone. And if Venezuela come on stream, will come on stream. At the same time, and all do in manufacturing and bringing goods and services to Trinidad, for the SMEs now to present themselves in a better way, they need to get that foreign exchange to bring that goods and services in to sell it, because they contribute $35 billion towards the budget every year. So when we look at things from that perspective, we need to look at this from, let us now not look at the rhetoric of the election, but now look at the future and how are we going to bring about the benefits for our children and for safety in the country at the time, because safety and prosperity is what we look at. So who are the people that we select now that will now focus on these things and not on their own self-interest? It is very important that we begin to look at things from that direction and look at how we can do what Ms. Prasad says, how do we serve the people serve the people, serve the people. Whatever has gone already gone, no matter what we say and do, will not change the results. But what we can do is change the future and chart a course by where now we will now look at things from a different perspective and not only focus on the old and the past. Some will have to remain because the Constitution is the same. But they have gotten a resounding majority that can help to change certain parts of the Constitution and change some things in the process of doing business. Because without dollars and cents, we ain't going anywhere. And dollars and cents, S-E-N-S-E, and not C-E-N-T-S. We need to have sense in order to move forward. And we need all hands on board and all suggestions and all ideas. And my thought, and the only thing I'm requesting of the UNC, is that they have meetings if every 6 months to hear what are the people's views and what are the things that are affecting them and how they can help them in their constituencies. And at the same time, not only theirs, but to help those that didn't even vote for them, that the whole of Trinidad and Tobago will really win, as they say. When UNC win, everybody wins.
Yes.
Because everybody's important. In every constituency has UNC and PNM supporters too. And all of us are human beings and all of us have the same needs and same desires. So we need to look at it now from that holistic point of view, that we can move forward and fix this country and make it better for the future, not just for us, but for the children to come and the rest of the nation, so we can see things differently. As far as Tobago is concerned, I think Tobago has to organize with a representative to come now and support the government and allow them now to help them and to help themselves into self-governance. But they must also be able to produce. Because you have to work in your home as an individual. You will have to provide and you have to go out and work and bring the essentials in order for you now to have some degree of prosperity. So Tobago has to do some work too. They can't only sit down and rely on Trinidad fast type, and they have to actually go there and see how they can generate income and do the things that was happening. We had a THA secretary before, I forget what his name. And he was doing that. He was investing outside. There was another with but he was doing it when Mr. Pandey was in office. So there are many things and many ideas and many methods to do these things, but we must look for what is best. And at the same time, select the people who have the requisite qualities that we're looking for that will take the country forward and be honest with us and tell us like it is. So we'll begin to accept, well, hello, yes, we say this, but the situation is that we cannot achieve it now, but we might be able to achieve it in 6 months or a year. So unless we're not thinking along these lines, then the country will not move forward. To sit down and talk about one to PNM and one to UNC and try like XYZ and who crossed the floor and who went here and back and forth and why did this happen and why that happened. Labre wanted a change, Labre get a change. Point 14 get a change.
Mm-hmm.
I only sorry that San Fernando East didn't get a change, but it happened.
It happened.
So we have to build bridges now and develop the south side now. That business will come down to the south, and the people in the south now will not have to bother about going to town and building more highways to go down, but decentralize that everything now you can acquire because we're in the technological age. Why did we still have to go travel out there and go and get send a pen and get somebody to do something? We could do everything online now. And we can have agencies in all the regional corporations that will make all boroughs and have them know that it will have all the ministries out there that everybody in the area can go there and have now local development as well before. Because in Point 14, when the oil industry was down there, people thought that was a place that was alive. But PNM closed it down. The same is happening in Marabella. They closed down Petrotin gone there. They closed down Caroni, that area gone there too. But everything had to go in town. So the 1% will always benefit. So we have to look at now create another 1%. I am sure if the SMEs, because they contributed $35 billion towards the budget, if they unite, they will be the 1% instead. But we don't want that. We want everybody working in harmony and unity, that everything is equal across the board. So we need to level the playing field. Now I talk too much.
No. I mean, just now, you say something that was very important there, and I hope library people catch on, because we would have received a lot of promises from down on this side, and the people have spoken, and what we are looking forward to seeing here in library's development. You would have said the truth, and this whole south side here, Kola, again, it has always made some, valuable contribution, and thanks for calling.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Kola. So, Mr. Renison, I do pledge for us to do another program again soon.
You do pledge to do another program. Who tell you want to do program with you? Candace. Really going on with you? You going on thing and drink up. Where you going on do when you go on the road there? Because
no, well, I was invited to a little get together. You know, so I don't want to to come across as a selfish person. Although I would like to go in my bed, but I will just go there and show my face. They're gonna
This
send a
our
taxi for me in a bit.
this our the night because he's a person. I mean, come on, you're outside on the campaign trail all the time. I want to know what the husband saying. I mean, you're leaving all the. I mean, you're laughing. You're leaving all the time. Where is that? I mean,
Hello,
all the time we had
hello,
we show. We had the show
hello.
going on. Wait, let me finish. We had the show going on, and you know this election thing come and I think, and you know, yeah, what I telling you, I'm disappointed in a lot of people. I glad that you understand the stance that was taken here for the people down on this side here that I would have taken. And it have a lot of people that playing little boy and didn't understand what taking place. And we really had to
No,
sit down,
I
boy.
believe
We,
I believe drastic measures and taking drastic measures because it's people life you're dealing with. Remember these people that be up there, they're not on the ground. And if there's some of them will come down on the ground and talk to the man on the ground and get a feedback as to what they face and what they're going through, they will have a better understanding. So to be honest, although I am on the UNC side, I am a diehard UNC, the rising sun, victorious. I could understand
I,
your stand that you would.
I want to know how you end up on that platform because I mean when the whole story did take place, I want to know well who did reach out to you. I mean come on. A matter of fact, let me kill that talk. You go ahead now, Candice. Go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead and kill that talk. But I have to say, I admire the factor that you don't forget. That is what
I'm not
I
hearing you. You start a song very low.
I say I admire the factor that you don't forget. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I admire the factor that you don't forget. A lot of people does forget when you do good things, you understand? But you know how the thing does go. You know how the thing does go. So let me leave you. I mean, tell your husband and say good night. I mean, you could invite him on a show one of these days, you know.
I will do. No, he's not into this, but he looking on. He hasn't
That
come home from work as yet. But
he's not a man. He's not a man. I don't
he is,
understand why. I don't
don't worry.
understand. I don't understand why he does stay behind. I would like to meet him one of these days.
Right, but again, I want to big up. I want to say thanks to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago for putting all your foot down, for making a stand, for letting to let this PNM government know, hey, we're not having that no more. For putting all your foot down. Enough is enough. This PNM government would have shown us time and time and time again that they didn't care about us. You understand? And for letting them know too that, yeah, you see the race card. Listen to me, before I go, I would have went out in one or two of the little rallies and things that, the UNC were having. And let me tell you something. When I see East Indian and Africans, Douglas, a mixture of people hugging up each other, talking to each other, laughing with each other, crying with each other, I said to myself, I said, but wait. Trinidadians are not racial. No, it had one or two little racial ones, but they just kind of hide, and be in the back winner. But you see, the few meetings that I went to, the little walkabouts and the little parade, what's not is loving is loving. And I really felt it when I saw the article when the PNM will have put an article on the news or the Express stating that the UNC using Africans or something like that to divide voters or some I can't remember how it went. I felt hurt because you know why? That was another strategy to divide and conquer. And that alone, I tell you, is everything. It's the PNM who sell out the whole election. Like, I believe like them wanted to lose the election because everything they did, they implicate themselves, It's lies upon lies. Look at the situation with myself and Miss Bernice. Miss Bernice wanted she t-shirt. She been asking for her t-shirt. And when Miss Bernice would have told me her story, I listened. And lo and behold, Mr. Stuart Young make me famous on national television, stating that and calling me what he called me? Character for standing up for what is right. Is Stuart Young drop the ball? I didn't drop the ball.
No, well, you had to give Stuart Young a chance to explain himself because, I mean, Stuart Young said that, and you had to give him a chance before witnesses to explain himself. I find so.
I felt hurt. I felt belittled. I felt, it's like you're trying to make me look like if I was a bacchanalist, and I would have never come up on social media and cuss nobody, drag nobody. All I've been doing is fighting for the rights of the youths, fighting for the people of Togo Sandy Grande, being an advocate, a voice to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I never cursed Stuart Young. I never called him no ill names. And I felt threatened. And I said to myself, no, I probably had to go to social media report on this man because he targeted me. Because that wasn't the first incident. Remember, before this incident, Pastor Google and Miss Jennifer Fredericks, they were the ones bashing me on YouTube and saying all kind of ill things about me, things that were not truths. But thank God the lifestyle I live, I was never no bad person. I never robbed nobody. I never killed nobody. I was never no street walker. I was never, so they had nothing on me. But because I would stand up for what is right, they tried to ridicule me. They tried to bring me down. So this is the second attack I would have gotten. Now it is alleged that they were the Jennifer Fredericks and the Pastor Google it's alleged they got money to drag me. But you seen it in plain broad daylight now. Stuart Young would have said I bully Miss Bernice to put on the jersey. And that is why I had to go back and do an interview with Miss Bernice. And Miss Bernice would have cleared that up.
As far as I see, Candice, he who laugh last laugh the best. He who laugh last laugh the best. And the thing about
listen to me, I don't know why it is Stuart Young, Mr. Stuart Young, let me put hand on his name, is attacking me. I am not the person to attack. All you drop the ball, I ask all a simple question. And you know what, brother, man? Before I go, because the time is at hand, you all had ample time to call me after the show and reason with me. You all didn't do that. All you just went into bash mode one time. And again, you're going to plaster me on social media, on national television, and call me a character. And I felt it. I'm being honest now. I admitting to the public, I felt ashamed. Because no day, no time in my lifestyle, anybody ever called me a character and a bully. So this Stuart Young was willing to deframe my character, make me look like nothing, like a Confucianist or bacchanalist. Because what? You trying to fight to win an election. That's how you're winning an election. When Miss Bernice is damn well glad to punch you. Just you ain't seen the video to the entry ball. Yellow is the code. I don't know. I believe that man has something personal with me. I don't know, but at the end of the day, the people have spoken. And it's that. Yellow is the code across the board, and there's nothing they can do about it. All we have to do, we have to watch out for them because they will come with all kind of tricks, They will come with all kind of strategy to put obstacle and a sunlight in the UNC way to make them look bad, Yeah, because they see that defeat they get it. You see the looks on their faces. But you see the thing is this. All they had to do was put the people first, the needs of the people. And they forget the people. They forget the people. They forget the needs and the wants of the people. Instead of helping the people, they insult us and tell we like beg and handouts. So what you expect? And then you all come to call the people stupid when the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago show the PNM government that we're not stupid. And it's that. So let them put that in the pipe and smoke it.
Well, Candice, well, the time come to a close. I hope You reach back home safely tonight because I watching the time that you're leaving here. After 9 in the night, I hope you reach back home safely. You know this Rowley would have left a place that full of crime all over the place. So I hope you reach back home safe and secure. Matter of fact, after you go on this big, massive line that you're about to go to today.
I do hope that line lasts an hour because I have work in the morning and I really would like to stay out late. Right? So I want to say a pleasant good night to all my viewers from TikTok and on YouTube. And I want to thank you guys for the support and the love and the encouragement, and we did it, guys. We did it. We did it. So I say a pleasant good night and only don't listen to me. The journey now starts. The journey now starts. Let's just take a moment and just breathe it and actually feel that heavy weights off of our backs, off of our chests, because a lot of people saying that they feel different. A lot of people, saying that they're feeling different. They feel a change today. They feel that heaviness, that weight come off the back, and I too felt it. Because this PNM government had this country under siege. They had us under, oh God, pressure.
Candace, Kim Marad say go reach back safe, man.
Right, so guys, we'll do another program tonight. Was just just have a little chat and free up and thing. So
but what fret? But people just call me all after the program and say, boy, you think I say no the live thing, or you must call within the time. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Call within the time so we could have this. Or you could call in when we start to run this thing again 100%, or you could call in live, right? So Candace.
Right. Yes, Mr.
Yes, let me leave you there, say goodbyes, and we go and close off immediately.
All right, so goodbye to everyone, to Miss Margaret Ram Logan, my mother, and best good friend. Pleasant good night. Thanks for tuning in. We have
Who is that? Let me big ship. Who is that mother of yours that
Margaret Ram Logan.
All right, Margaret.
She's an elderly person in the community, a very sweet woman. Is my mother. If my head hot, may I call in Miss Margaret?
Well, oh God, let me say good night, Margaret. Now, Margaret, good night. And I said, I don't know what Candace do. I'm gonna tell you good night. So good night, right? Yeah, son. She say yellow is the code.
Yes. We have Kim Maraj. We have James. Well, I see James like he deleted his comment. We have a lot of people. Only I can't mention everybody tonight, but all I know I love all you. Thanks for the support and a breath of fresh air. Right, guys? So I'm saying good night. I'm going to put on my little outfit and look to go there fast and come back. So all you love in the house, right? What I will do when we have another program, I will put it up on my TikTok page. For those who don't know me, you could go up on TikTok and look for the Warrior Princess, right? I'm dressed in a red hair tie, and I think there's a white or a black top. So you could send me, you could add me or a friend request, whatever you send over there, and then you could see when I put up the ad for the next program, right?
Candace, as you talk head tidy, I remember Stuart Young and them give the Baptist community $9 million. You understand? You remember that? All the money. You see, hear what the Bible say. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? And I would have seen something in the comments and stated that PNM pay a lot of people and they still went and vote UNC. So with that, people, good evening. You understand? Good evening. You can't buy your way out of this. You can't buy your way out of salvation. You understand? Candace do that better. You understand? Because she's a serious Obia woman there. Went to Lucky too. Went to Lucky too. I called Candace in the election. I said, Candace, this thing not looking good. Because on the ground, I already seeing PNM all over. I seeing the sweeping thing. I say, oh God, Candace, this ain't looking good. PNM like the go and win. I say, Candace, we got to stop this program. I can't, if PNM win, that is the end night. It don't make no sense you telling people anything. But So Candace said, just now, Jeffrey, I'm going and sit down and I'm going and pray.
Yeah.
Say, we trying to get them out. She say, you down on that side fighting, we up here fighting, we stick out the PNM, let me get them out. She say she going and pray.
Yeah, I went down in prayers, main line. I went down in prayers because something had
Obia thing.
No, when you call it OBI, I call it prayers. Prayers move mountain and it make the darkest cloud withdraw. So touch not the Lord's anointed and do his prophets no harm. The people, the voice of the people has spoken, and the PNM government, that is the opposition, that is in opposition, they have to deal with that. And it's that. So I am saying pleasant good night, guys. I have to run. And as I said before, I will put up on my TikTok page where we have another program so y'all can view it. And we will, be a little more. We'll give it like about 2 hours. So that we'll have ample time where we could hold discussions and y'all can call in and voice all your opinions. So that's about it. I will be making my exit now.
Well, people, you can reach out to us. You can reach out to Candace on TikTok and, you can join us here on the panel. You can join us from the comfort of your own home. And as soon as we are going to entertain you. You have problems, you have issues, you can reach out to us. The number, that is the same number, you can WhatsApp it, Workers' Rights 868. That is our platform on YouTube and on Facebook. As a matter of fact, you can call the number 333-2176. That is our contact number. You can reach out to us via that. So thanks, for the hundreds of you that are joining us here live. Candace behind the typing away. Some new technician.
I sing good night to my viewers.
Some new technician maybe fix that laptop that she always slapping up the pow 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 pow. Yeah. she husband maybe fix it. Something that takes place.
I am saying good night. I have to go now, guys. Love you. Bye. Pleasant good night, Mr. Wilson.
Just now, Candace, somebody calling. Just now. Last caller. Last caller for the night. Good night. Good night, caller.
Hello, good night.
Yes, last caller for the night. Good night.
Hello?
Yes, good night, sir. Hello? Candace, well, we can't take that. We can't take that. Last call for the night and we had to go. You had to go and do your thing.
Yes, guys. So have a pleasant good night. Love you guys.
What? Kiss and thing, blowing and thing by. So thanks for watching, people. And we are out. Gayatri, I know. Let me answer, Gayatri. Gayatri, good night.
Good night. I have something to citizens I would talk to you already. I can't here with them. Ms. Williams, this is Jeffrey. Feel free to talk personally.
Yes, sir. Gayatri, wait, there's a private call?
We echoing.
Gayatri, is this a private call?
No, it's not.
Right. Well, go ahead. I'm not wrapping up from on the platform, but go ahead.
Yeah, people can hear what you're saying?
Yes. People will hear what you are saying.
No. I don't think you want that on your platform.
All right. Well, I'm going and wrap up just a holy line.
You know what I mean?
Yes, good night.